Just remember how to try. And I don't care if there's a little danger. I'm just afraid you're gonna hide. And I don't mind if this takes us forever, or as long as we're alive. I don't care if there's a little danger. Just remember how to try. This complexity sure weighs on you, and I don't want it to lay its head on your bed. It wants a song sung to. Just tuck it in and let it win. Tell it it's alright. The morning comes and know that we'll have another try. Have another try. I don't mind if we lose. I figured we'd better.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Right now I just pulled up to the beach and I just got here after my leg workout, and yeah, just soaking up the sun, getting tan, getting lean, and the vibes are just immaculate right now. But I wanted to take a second and just kind of speak about something that I've really been thinking about and something that's been on my mind for the past couple of days. The main message I want to convey here is this concept of trajectory. What I mean by that is, the trajectory of your life. And that's something I have been really thinking about lately. And I've been thinking about my future and these long-term goals and where I want to go with my life. And whenever I think about this stuff, I always try to reflect on where I was in the past, where I am now, and where I see myself in 5-10 years. And when I look back on my past, I was working an internship a couple months ago, wasn't too happy in the situation, and didn't really find a love for the work that I was doing. But I found a love for making videos and being behind the camera and recording things. And I when I was in that situation, I sat to myself and just thought, dude, if I don't take this chance on myself and just take a year or even 6 months and try to at least attempt this, I'll never be able to forgive myself. And I don't want to be that old man or somebody stuck in a situation where they look back and think, what if I actually did do it? What if I took that chance? What if I set out to achieve these things at that time when I was feeling all those thoughts that were brewing in my brain? And even though I'm not at crazy levels of success or anything, or not making crazy money, like I'm happy with the progress I've been making, and it's shown me that I do have a love for doing this, and just talking to a camera and trying to help people, even if I can help one person, that truly fulfills me. And as I've been reading the Bible more too, I feel like doing this and kind of working in a role where I'm talking to people and being behind the camera and just around people more, I feel like it's leading me in a direction where I can serve others rather than just serve myself. And that's something you hear a lot about, in a faith-based community. It's you know, the concept of serving others before you serve yourself. And I feel like I'm being led in that direction, and it's really fulfilling and it's cool to see. And you know, there's been moments currently and even in the past, you know, where I had that gut feeling. It's the craziest thing, and I can't say I truly felt it before I was, you know, in that internship scenario, but I got that gut feeling that everyone talks about. It's, you know, this almost pain in your stomach and almost worry and nervousness, right? It's like if you see a attractive girl or someone you're interested in and you get like the butterflies or like that shot in your liver, right? Just that nervousness. I felt that when I thought about chasing my dreams and, you know, setting out to do these things, filming videos and just chasing this goal of, you know, being a videographer or cinematographer and just filming my life, right? And if there's one thing I found out within the past couple months, it's, you know, you have to listen to that gut feeling. And if you're scared to do something, that's probably the thing that you should do the most. And you should just go ahead and go for it. Because really, when you think about the big picture, you know, a lot of us that, you know, are just in our early 20s, live in America, right? It's like, you know, there's nothing that really can absolutely destroy you and bring you down to where, you know, you can't get back up. I think everyone can make it back from a rock bottom point. It just takes strength and courage. And, you know, at the time in my past, I felt like, you know, at least on my standard level, right, of my life, I was at probably the lowest I ever was. And, you know, since then I bounced back and I'm in a pretty good spot now, I would say, but still working on it. And yeah, I just kind of want the main message here to be, you know, if you're scared to do something and you think about it a lot, that's probably the thing that you should do and should take action on, because it's better to figure out what's on the other side of that fear than to not even attempt it at all. So if you want to change the trajectory of your life, just go for it. Do what scares you, do what makes you nervous, because at the end of the day, if all else fails and everything goes wrong, you're going to be at the same exact point you are now, and you can just always come back and revert to where you are. So it's the next day, and right now I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. Today we're going to be hitting a pull day, so I'm going to be doing some back and biceps and just chasing a pump and stuff. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I've been kind of like carb loading and eating like fructose before I work out. So I had about a cup of oats with some like chocolate protein powder, peanut butter, and then a bunch of blueberries and like some honey on it. So yeah, I ate that probably like an hour ago, and right now I'm just making my pre-workout. And yes,
We are back on the pre-workout.
honestly, like my philosophy when it comes to taking pre is, or even just buying a pre-workout, is I'd rather get something a little bit on the stronger side than get something that just doesn't really do anything for me and I have to double scoop it and double dose it. I just don't like that. So I always try to buy something a little strong, and kind of makes me feel cracked out if I take a full scoop. So in the past, I've tried insane pre-workouts like Edge of Insanity, like Jack 3D, ESP. These have crazy names, they have crazy products, like ingredients in them. I would advise to stay away from those ones. Those ones are a little sketchy. But the one that I picked up just at the Vitamin Shop was Transparent Labs Bulk Black. And the main reason why I love this specific pre-workout and just Transparent Labs in general is like on the back label, like all the ingredients are clearly listed and they're not hiding anything in a proprietary blend. And it's just a very clean, clinically dosed pre-workout. And that's the same thing for all their products. They're all clinically dosed and researched. So Transparent Labs is a brand. I love taking their products. And this specific pre-workout, the reason why I wanted to get this is because it has 325 milligrams of caffeine, which is on the higher side for a pre. and then also 4,000 milligrams of beta alanine. And from a performance perspective, like beta alanine doesn't do much for you, but for me, I just love that little like tweaked out, like itchy feeling. I sound like such a crackhead, dude, but I just like that feeling. It just makes me feel wired and like in the zone. So yeah, and then in regards to like other ingredients, there's some alpha GPC, which is a nootropic, just to help you focus, and then some other stuff for pump, like citrulline, and I believe agmatine sulfate's in here. But yeah, overall, just wanted to get something to kind of help me whenever I'm, doing legs or even like a push day or something. When I'm trying to go a little bit heavier, and just those are the longer workouts for me. I feel like a pull day, I don't stay in the gym as long because I can get through a lot of sets quickly. So yeah, that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to get a pre-workout. I'm getting out of breath. But yeah, highly recommend Bulk Black. So yeah, right now I'm just over here mixing my pre-workout, and then I'll be off to the gym. So, and also at the end of my workout, I'm gonna be training some abs probably. So I'll throw in a couple clips of what I've been doing to directly train my abs. And that's kind of been something that has changed for me throughout the years, because I absolutely never used to train my abs. And yeah, I just have a different approach to it now. So yeah, I'll probably pick up the camera when I am finally working out.
I heard that you called, but I didn't get the memo, honey. Let me get a warning, baby. Yeah, it's absurd, we both know it. I never thought I'd end up here, but now I'm looking at you saying, oh, I've been trying to find out lately all the ways that I could show you, honey, just how I've been feeling. You saw when I was a mess, I came around with my dirt, and now I'm waiting to clean out the room. So if you wanna talk about it, I'll make it worth your time, I swear. Just tell me what you're thinking, baby. I heard that you called, but I didn't get the memo, honey. Let me get a warning, maybe. It's absurd, we both know it. I never thought I'd end up here, but now I'm looking at you again. Don't tell me you ain't figured out. I couldn't make it clearer if I tried to. If you could give me the benefit, I'd be glad. I'm tired of staring at the wall until it stares right back. So if you wanna talk about it, I'll make it worth your time, I swear. Just tell me what you're thinking, please. Oh, I heard that you called, but I didn't get the memo, honey. Let me get a warning, maybe. It's absurd, we both know it. I never thought I'd end up here, but now I'm looking at you again.
Alrighty, I just got back from the gym a little while ago, and I had a phenomenal workout. Just wanted to touch on a few things about the workout. If you were able to see in the footage, I have lately on my pull days not been including deadlifts at all. And the reason for that is primarily just because, I'm prioritizing squats and leg training. So oftentimes if I do deadlifts in my pull days, I'll get sore in my hamstrings, then I can't really squat as much. So that's kind of why I'm not doing deadlifts at the moment. Essentially the way I structured the workout and how I've been structuring my pull days lately is, I'll start off with a kind of like a rowing movement, do a lot of sets with that, and then essentially alternate and do movements for like lats. So throughout the workout, you probably saw I did, rowing, then like some sort of pull down movement, and then rowing, pull down, and then off into biceps after that. So that's how I've been structuring my pool days if I don't feel like deadlifting and I'm trying to recover and stuff. And then in regards to ab training, if you're able to tell in the footage, I only really do like 3 exercises, sometimes 4 for abs. And lately I have absolutely loved the hanging leg raises that are supported with the bar behind you on your back. And the biggest reason why I love the supported leg raises is because on a typical hanging leg raise, I feel like I use so much momentum, and it's so easy to just use your hip flexors and feel that all kind of in your hips and not really in your lower abs where you should be feeling it. So by putting the bar behind you, you can allow your legs to go almost past the extension point, and you're literally getting that full stretch in your abdominal muscles. So whenever I do those, I feel it so much, and I honestly have started to see like veins popping up in my abdomen, which is crazy. And then apart from that, which that would be my favorite one to recommend to you if you want to try it. It's very easy, very simple. But other than that, I will do the ab wheel. You can get an ab wheel on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something, probably less. But that kind of trains like your whole core. It's almost like you're in that planking position, so you're stimulating a lot of the stability muscles in your core for that specific movement. And then I'll throw in like Russian twists, or sometimes I'll do like the hanging leg raise, but like do it at an angle to train like the obliques. So yeah, those are the only few workouts that I do to directly train my abs. And when I say that, I mean, when you're doing heavy squats and heavy deadlifts and stuff, you're stimulating your core and really tensing up. So I do get a lot of stimulation from that and just doing heavy weight on those movements. And I've trained a long time, so I've perfected my form quite a bit. And yeah, but overall the workout was great. Right now I'm just kind of chilling outside here by the pool and sipping one of these like protein drinks. I don't know if you've tried these. My sister put me onto these. It's like a Clear Whey isolate protein drink. This one's like frosted lemonade. It's pretty good. It doesn't even taste like protein. It tastes like a poppy or something that you're drinking. But yeah, the only other thing I wanted to mention before I end the video here is, if you see a lot of my videos, a lot of the times it's just me training alone, doing my own thing, whether it be going to the beach, going to the gym, doing like my Bible studies and stuff. And I feel like, at least for me, I feel like something that I'm lacking a lot is kind of a community of like-minded people that, love to train, love to get into the Word, have like other hobbies outside of that stuff, whether it be like going to the beach and skimboarding or playing pickleball or basketball or something. But anyways, I've had ideas kind of brewing lately to try and build some sort of community, and honestly even some sort of like group chat or something. And if you're one of those people who kind of have similar interests to me and same kind of values and spend a lot of time kind of by yourself doing your own thing, grinding, shoot me a DM or send me a message, drop a comment on YouTube. I would love to figure out some sort of way to either train with you guys or develop some sort of like group Bible study or something. So yeah, I'm in the process of trying to figure that out and build something that could really develop a community of like-minded people who don't have to do this alone, because I feel like I do a lot of stuff alone, but there's people out there that do the same things, and I feel like if we got everyone in the right room, in the same room, it would be perfect. So just want to drop that in here. Maybe expect something in the next couple weeks or months in regards to that. And yeah, that's essentially the end of this video. The next video is going to be an absolute banger, so make sure you're staying tuned here. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.